Hi, Rebecca Brown here with anotherbunny.com showing you how I did my Col-o-ring ink samples, and I had a lot of fun putting this together. Something I'd had on the rack to do for weeks, and I finally got it done. And I had to pick something to do with my ink samples that was consistent, and not too hard or time consuming. And I think I could get one of these done in definitely under 5 minutes. And so a lot of people will do a test that, they'll test how quickly it dries, or they'll test how waterproof it is. I decided to make fish. And so I make these little squatty puddles of water that are pointed on the ends. And then I used a dip pen, a B6 tip on it there, a B6 dip pen, and I just draw a line down the center, down the back of the fish. And to make the tail, I have it come off the back a little ways past the puddle of water. And I do the fins the same way, and it seems to be consistently inconsistent, which is a lot of fun to see how each fish sort of takes on its own life. And as it dries, the ink moves around, and sometimes it moves more and sometimes it moves less. It kind of depends on the ink. And this is Lamy Turquoise. It's a beautiful ink sample that I got for free from the Goulet Pen Company for my birthday. For my birthday, I got 8 free samples with purchase. And so here is the whole book with all my samples in it. I have more samples than I actually have bottles of ink, but it's fun to see them all in the same place. And because the ring opens, you can reorganize it. Right now, I have it organized by color, but you could organize them by brand or however you wanted to, or I could change my mind. And I think that's one of the things I really like about it, because I used to have just a little sheet that had swatches, and then now I have too many for that sheet. So we switched it up. And there's a lot of really pretty inks out there, and I love how sometimes they separate a lot more, or because I do this puddle, then I can really see the sheen come out, or I can really see the shimmer, or just the Sailor inks are kind of faint compared to a lot of the other inks. The Noodler's inks are pretty saturated. And there's just, once you start going down the rabbit hole of, isn't this ink cool? It is never ending. And this one really took me by surprise over time. This Rome Burning Noodler's ink separates into this yellow and this purple, just a really fascinating ink. And that lizard actually has a little bit of sparkle in it. This is a sample of the green, but it's very similar to the green marine that I do have a bottle of. This General of the Armies is a really unusual ink, in my opinion, and it really separated out. Very different with the blue and the green, and then running the color up to the edges. And there's that Lamy Turquoise, and it really filled in the whole body of the fish. And that diamine looks like it should be under the deep sea. So I really need to do some more fish, just kind of playing with them, do a whole page in my sketchbook, just a bunch of fish, and just have a lot of fun with it, because they are fun and they're so cute, and you're like, I don't know. Everybody loves fish. Well, okay, not everybody loves fish. They're kind of smelly. And that luxury blue is just such a pretty, it reminds me of whales or something. I don't know. And I do like those Sailor Studio inks. I bought several samples, and then I only bought one of the bottles. But they do really cool things. Like, hey, let's be green and pink. Which to me is just fairly unusual. the combinations that they put together in that Sailor Studio ink. And I think some of these faster dryer or kind of inks didn't fill through quite as much as some of the other ones. And I kind of think most of my blacks just all look the same. I know someone's going to disagree with me out there because they love their black, but I think and I only have one brown. That's the stack, guys. I will probably end up filling this in someday, all 100 sheets, but for now I think I've got about 30, 35. So thanks for watching.